Hello everyone, this is Eddie from Revolution Magazine, and today I'm here with Nick from Bremont. Hello Nick.
Eddie, how are you? Good to see you again. Very good to see you again.
One of the things that I've been very interested in was the watch that my USA editor Jack Forster showed me, which was a beautiful white dial and was Boeing inscribed on the back. Can you tell me about this whole relationship with Boeing that you've just recently had?
Of course I can. No, so Boeing, it's one of those relationships that's developed over time. It's a relationship which is sort of based on, I suppose, our love of aviation. My brother and I sort of being brought up in the world of aviation and all things mechanical. I think they'd seen the sort of work we'd done on the military side. Obviously, a lot of Bremont's business is military. They'd seen the way we'd done watches like this P51, including bits of history, and of course, Boeing are 100 years old in 2 years' time. So there's a huge amount of history. In fact, their history sort of reads like the history of aviation. And they said, look, we'd love to try and do a watch with real substance, proper aviation heritage. They are the leaders in the world when it comes to material research, to such an extent where, a kilogram saved on a Boeing aircraft at the date of build is the same as equivalent of £1 million of fuel over the course of the life of the aircraft. They're experts when it comes to that. So we sat around a sort of whiteboard and we decided to build this watch out of a very special stainless steel. It's called Custom 465 stainless steel, which is our hardest, most corrosion resistant, most tensile strength, strongest sort of stainless steel out there. And also it's the 100th anniversary of stainless steel this year, where it came from Sheffield in the UK, where it was first invented. So there's a lovely story around the whole thing. So we've been working heavily with Boeing on the R&D function.
Okay. So Bremont is a relatively young brand. And
relatively, can you see by the bags as well? It feels a lot longer than that.
And to be able to have a relationship, not just a relationship, but a partnership with Boeing,
yes,
I would say is a coup for any brand. Tell me how you did that. That's pretty amazing, actually.
Do you know, it is wonderful to be working with them. I have to say, it's. I think for them, they wanted. We started 2002. Our watches started selling a few years later, but it's. I think they appreciated the way we'd respected their history. I think they understood that as a brand, we were genuinely passionate about aviation. I mean, my brother and I both restore and fly old aircraft, display them, and it's for us it's as a big part of our lives, and I think they saw that. But also, I think they knew we would respect their brand moving forward, and it was a lot more than making a Boeing watch per se. It's about a proper partnership to make a range of watches which could be used in the aviation industry.
So what are some of the exciting things that people can look forward to in this relationship? I know that the first watch that you've produced, the one with the white dial, is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you very much indeed.
I want to see more. Can you give me a sneak peek of what might be coming down the line?
No, of course. Well, sneak peek's hard because you haven't done a lot of it, but we certainly have. There's 2 or 3 models here which we've worked with them. So there's a chrono, non-chromo. Both have black and white dials, which is quite exciting. The stainless steel obviously is the starting point, but we're also working on new metals. I mean, they're absolute geniuses when it comes to metal. They're basically alchemists, as far as I can see, the Boeing crew. And so we're working on a new type of titanium as well, or titanium, as you say in America. And we're very, very excited about that. So we'll have the strength and the weight in this new titanium, which hasn't been used in watches before. So
very nice.
So no, it's all very exciting.
All right, so let's have a closer look at this interesting range, shall we?
Yep, let's do it. This is the chrono version of the Boeing watch. Clearly the watch is in the 465 stainless steel, the custom steel I was telling you about, developed in the States. All the cases are machined in the UK at our factory. In terms of the Boeing branding, very, very subtle. You've got the Boeing logo on the chrono second hand. You've also got the blue here, and obviously the blue on the stitching. In terms of the anti-shock logo here, that's part of Bremont's sort of proprietary technology when it came to protecting that movement, and a lot of that development was done with the work with Martin Baker, the ejection seat manufacturer, a few years ago, and we've just extended and developed on from that. So if I show you that in more detail, this is the watch from the back. The blue here is the rubberized suspension mount, so the movement actually isn't clamped into the case. It's clamped into the movement mount itself, which is then protected from the case, and that absorbs a lot of the shocks of the movement. And obviously this is the Boeing branding you can see here. Every watch we make is a chronometer, so hence the name there. We then have, this is the wide dial auto three-hander, and then we also have a black chrono, which is this one here. This is the black chrono, and if I turn over the black chrono, you can see the movement and also the beautifully decorated rotor as well. And then finally, if I put this down carefully, we've got the black version of the auto, and on the back, the movement again.
So Nick, thank you very much for having this interview with me and showing me this beautiful range of watches, especially with the relationship with Boeing. I wish you the best on this.
Eddie, great to see you again, and thanks very much.
Thank you.
Take care. See you soon.